guys, Robert here, bringing you another video. Today, this is the PS5 5-year anniversary, and I want to go over just 3 things I really like about the PlayStation 5 within its first 5 years, and also want to show you guys my very first Platinum, and being able to go over just my unboxing of the console. So stay tuned, check out the video, and enjoy this intro as we kick off the 5-year anniversary of the PlayStation 5. Hey, what is up, guys? Robert here, bringing you another video, and today I'm going to talk about the 5-year anniversary of the PS5. Can't believe it's already 5 years, so let's get started. Before I begin, I just want to give you guys a goal of mine. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. Do what you guys do. I know you can. Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Turn on that notification and don't miss a video yet. So let's get started. As we know, the PS5 today, 5-year anniversary. I want to take you down memory lane, show you my unboxing of the PS5, give you a little bit of brief of history of the PS5 when it was revealed, and then also show you my very first PS5 Platinum. But before that, I could talk about the history. I can talk about just how much everybody loves the PS5, but let me give you just 3 things that the PS5 within the first 5 years of its life cycle, what I like about it. So the first thing I want to say is accessories. Now, one of the things I have sitting here is the Ghost of Yotai controller. Now, I like these. You've been seeing that they've been doing a lot of controllers, pretty much of all the popular games. Starting out when they created the DualSense, I wasn't for sure. I wasn't for sure what the DualSense was going to be like. Getting used to kind of the PS4 controller. DualSense, a little bit bigger than the PS4 controller, and it wasn't going to work. They had a bunch of different colors at launch. You came with your standard white controller. You'll see in my unboxing video, but your standard white controller, you had had a vertical stand that came with the console. So the remote, the camera, and as you start to see as the life cycle comes on, now you have the VR2 that they created, as well as you can see the portal in the background. But the PS5 in its first 5 years has been giving us great accessories that we can use. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. If there's any controllers out there that you guys like, or any accessories that you guys definitely like within this 5-year cycle, put in the comments, guys. Now, the second thing I really like about the PS5 within the first 5 years is how they improved their PlayStation Plus. Now, the PS4 era, they've had it. It was kind of like, okay, cool, we got it. But now the PS Plus, what you started to see was when you first got the PS5, they had a PS Plus catalog that they gave you of free games just for being a PS Plus subscriber and getting the PS5 at launch day. So they gave you things like Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, different games like that you were able to get to be able to play. So if you were new to the PS5, you can get free games to be able to play. So the PlayStation Plus over time has been able to be strengthened, becoming a lot better than what it was in previous years. Over these last 5 years, the PlayStation Plus, you have seen the catalog just grow, get a lot better than what it was. I think it's the best value right now on the market for the PS5. Get the PS Plus and be able to play all your favorite games, especially if you like Final Fantasy, like I do. You can see me wearing my Final Fantasy shirt. Remake, they have the Final Fantasy Remake up there. You could start playing that. They got a bunch of great JRPGs up there, as well as now that they've added games to the catalog. They had Horizon up there. They have Spider-Man. So you can start getting a lot of these first party games, and you could definitely now, what they started to do was they started to add more of the PS5 games. Early on, you couldn't play much of the PS5 games, but now you can play a lot of the launch titles, the Returnals, the Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank. So you can play those on your PlayStation Plus and enjoy those games as you start going through this life cycle. So the PlayStation Plus has gotten even better within the last 5 years. And my final kind of, I would say, praise within the last 5 years of celebrating the PS5 is the backwards compatibility. Now, we know in the PS4 era, there was no backwards compatibility. You couldn't play PS3 games. You couldn't play your PS2 games. You remember, in the PS3, when it first launched, you could play PS3, 2, and 1 games. When the PS4 launched, you couldn't. Now the PS5 is starting to strengthen their back catalog, backwards compatibility with the PS4. But not only that, they started to add a small catalog of the PS3 games, which I hope eventually gets larger, as well as they started adding some of their classic PS1 games, emulator of PS2 games, so we can start seeing those that they built them for PS4 and 5, but they are some of your favorite classics. Wild Arms, Legend of Dragoon, games like that you remember on the PS1 that you can play, as well as you can play your Twisted Metals, some more Ratchet and Clank games. So they have been improving their backwards compatibility while also trying to strengthen their library of their old classic games. So 5 years in, PS5, I think it's been getting even better. And, just wanted to give you guys my top 3. Definitely check out my video at the end where I unbox the PS5. Go over that the very first time I got it, and check out my Platinum. Can you guess which game it's going to be? But my very first PS5 Platinum, most people got Astrobot, which was the game that came preloaded in there. That wasn't mine. It was a different game. So definitely check it out. I'll put it up on the screen. Take a look at that video, and thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys, and remember, keep gaming. Thanks, guys. Alright, welcome to another console opening. Today it's the PS5. I do want to thank Sam's Club for sending it a week late, but at least we got it. So if you guys are interested in this video, please subscribe, follow this channel. We're gonna get started. Let's get it quick and easy. First, I want to show the 2 games we got. We have here Godfall. I can't wait to open up this one. And then also Spider-Man Miles Morales. So we got a lot of gaming to do this weekend. Alright, so let's get started with it. This thing, first reaction, it's a beast. This thing is huge. I wasn't expecting it to be this big, but we get to open it up and look at the contents inside. I'm going to do it sideways. And let's see if I can get this open. Alright, we're going to move this box to the side. That way we can get more of what we need here. Okay, so I'm going to open it. And hopefully we can get the contents out that we need. Alright, this is packaged pretty decently. You got your quick start guide, your instruction manuals. You got a power cord there, which is definitely good. And the controller. This controller wasn't packed as well as the Xbox one we did last time, but it looks pretty nice. Look at that. It doesn't look white and black. It looks kind of shiny, like a little bit of the old school classic gray, but we'll find out. We'll move this one to the side here. So I'm guessing each compartment here has something in it. So that looks like, this looks like it's going to be the vertical stand, or if you want to, horizontal stand. Whatever your preference is, that's the way it goes. It looks like a TV antenna, so it looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about that one. You also have another cable, your HDMI cable. This one is going to power up much faster. A lot of cables to hook up. This is your controller cable, so that is going to be pretty exciting as we move our way through this box. Ooh, there we go. That part's taken off. And to the big reveal of what we all came here for. It's the console. Now this one is packaged really well. I like the way that this one's packaged. Compared to how it was before. I'm going to move this to the side. And we are going to get some of this packaging out of the way. We're going to admire what we have here sitting in plastic, but I want to get some of this off the way so we can have room of what it looks like. Okay? So it's packaged pretty good, and this thing is huge. And I think it was going to be this big when they first revealed it. It didn't even look this big. But as you can tell, that's your PS5. That's what it looks like. And you can tell for what it is. So we're going to stand it there. We're going to have our controller. So you kind of see what the length of it looks like. And then we have our two games. Getting ready to open those. But as you can tell, that's our PS5 and that's our box opening. So if you guys like this, please follow and subscribe. And there will be gameplay shortly. Thanks for watching.